UN Yemeni hospitals to run out of fuel in 3 weeks. Tehran FNA. The UN warned that Yemeni hospitals will run out of fuel within 3 weeks unless Saudi Arabia removes its blockade on the war-torn country. UN spokesman Farhan Haq stressed that fuel is critical to the hospitals for generating electricity as well as pumping and purifying water, presstv reported. He added that stocks of diphtheria vaccines will become depleted within 2 weeks unless aid deliveries resume. Meanwhile, the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs OCHA has announced that prices have soared in the Yemeni capital, Sana'a, since the Saudis tightened their blockade. The humanitarian crisis in Yemen worsens as the regime in Riyadh and its allies tighten the screws on Yemen's ports. On Tuesday, UN spokesman Farhan Haq stressed that 7 million people are already on the brink of famine, and the blockade will only bring them closer to it. Meanwhile, Yemen's Ministry of Human Rights has released a statement slamming the UN for its inability to pressure Riyadh into ending the blockade. A Yemeni man stands next to a navigation station at Sana'a International Airport that was destroyed in Saudi airstrikes on the Yemeni capital on November 15, 2017. It added that the UN's inaction amounts to a green light for the Saudis to continue with attacks on Yemen and violate international law. Earlier this month, Saudi Arabia announced that it was shutting down Yemen's air, sea, and land borders, after Yemeni fighters targeted an international airport near the Saudi capital with a cruise missile. Thousands of people have been killed since the onset of the campaign more than 2.5 years ago. Much of the Arabian Peninsula country's infrastructure, including hospitals, schools and factories, has been reduced to rubble due to the war. Another 2,100 people have died of cholera since April as hospitals struggle to secure basic supplies across the country.